At minus 30 degrees Celsius, the world changes. It isn't just cold, it is a different planet entirely. The moisture in the air freezes instantly, creating a fog that clings to your eyelashes and burns your lungs. Welcome to the most unforgiving job site on Earth. Here, we aren't just building a structure. We are engaged in a slow, methodical war against the elements. Listen to the ground. That sound isn't just impact, it is the sound of the earth rejecting us. At these temperatures, the soil freezes into a material harder than concrete. Digging a foundation becomes an act of mining. Every shovel strike sends a shockwave up your arms. The moisture that usually makes soil pliable has turned into a glue that binds every grain of dirt into a solid, unyielding mass. Most people don't realize that the greatest danger here isn't the heavy machinery. It's the sweat. If you work too hard and sweat too much, that moisture freezes against your skin.
Easy now, turn it clockwise.
It won't budge.
Push harder on 3.
Hypothermia can set in within minutes, so the workers must find a rhythm, a pace that is strong enough to break the ice, but steady enough to keep the body temperature regulated. It is a dangerous balance. Look at the way the ice has encased everything. Before any real construction can begin, we have to excavate this frozen layer. It's a game of inches. You spend hours clearing a space that would take minutes in the summer. But there are no shortcuts here.
All right, put your weight into it.
It's gripping right here.
Push again, hard.
If you build on top of ice, when spring comes, the foundation will shift and the house will tear itself apart. We have to reach the solid reality beneath the frost. Now, the true heavy lifting begins. Wood is a living material, even when it's harvested. It contains water, sap, and resins. In this deep freeze, that internal liquid crystallizes. These logs are effectively petrified by the cold. They are denser, harder to cut, and significantly heavier than they look.
Keep going, it's almost there. Watch the alignment, it's slipping again. Just a little more, inch by inch.
Moving these timber giants requires absolute coordination. Watch the footing. The ground is a sheet of polished ice, hidden under a deceptive layer of snow. Friction does not exist here. A massive log carries the momentum of a freight train. If it starts to slide, you cannot stop it. The team has to communicate almost telepathically. One wrong step, one slip of a boot, and the consequences are severe. There is a satisfying metallic ring when the tools hit the wood.
Harder, come on. It won't budge. Look at the gap on the end. Easy now, easy. Hold it right there. It's not quite flush, boss. Got some gaps. It's caught again. Give it a little more power. Okay, steady, steady. Push harder.
It's stuck again, the ice.
Okay, reset the bar. Okay, push it left, slowly.
It's stuck. Wait, try again.
That's as far as it goes.
That is the sound of frozen timber. It resists the blade. It dulls chainsaws and chips axe heads. You can see the breath of the workers condensing in the air, a visual testament to the engine of the human body working at its limit. If you are watching this from a warm room, take a second to appreciate the roof over your head. Someone, somewhere, fought the elements to put it there. If you respect the grind you are seeing right now, make sure you are subscribed. We have a long way to go before this structure is finished. This is where brute force gives way to surgery. Constructing a log home is about the perfect marriage between two organic shapes. No two logs are identical. They must be scribed, cut, and fitted to lock together seamlessly. But look closely at the joints. See that white dust? That is the enemy. Snow and ice crystals are microscopic spacers. If you lay a log down on top of snow, it feels secure today. But as the house heats up, that snow melts, leaving a gap. A gap means drafts, moisture intrusion, and rot. So, the builders must become obsessive cleaners. Every notch, every groove must be swept and scraped down to the bare wood fiber. It is tedious work. You clean a joint, and the wind blows snow back into it. You clean it again. You scrape the ice that has bonded to the surface. It is a cycle of repetition that would drive an impatient person crazy. But patience is the only currency that matters out here. Notice the fit. When that upper log drops, it needs to land with a dull thud. That is the sound of a vacuum seal being created. It is oddly satisfying to watch, the chaos of the rough bark transforming into the order of a tight, weatherproof corner. It isn't just the wood and the workers that suffer. Machines hate the cold. Hydraulic fluid turns into a thick sludge. Metal bolts shrink and become brittle. A wrench slip that would just cause a bruised knuckle in the summer can shatter a bolt in the winter. Watch the struggle with the hardware. Threading a nut onto a bolt when you are wearing thick gloves is frustrating. Doing it with bare hands is impossible. Skin will bond to the freezing metal instantly. It requires a unique dexterity to manipulate these heavy steel components while protecting your fingers from frostbite. Every time a machine starts, it's a small victory. Every time a connection is tightened, it's a battle won. You can see the exhaust plumes hanging in the heavy, cold air. The environment is trying to strip the heat away from everything. The engines, the steel, and the people. We are halfway through the build now. The structure is rising from the snow. It's starting to look less like a pile of trees and more like a fortress. If you're enjoying this deep dive into extreme construction, let us know in the comments. What's the coldest temperature you've ever had to work in? There is a hypnotic quality to this work. The rhythm of the scraper, the crunch of boots on packed snow, the wind howling through the trees. In the absence of conversation, the sounds of labor tell the story. At this stage, fatigue sets in. The body burns calories at twice the normal rate just to stay warm. Every movement is resisted by layers of heavy clothing. Lifting your arms above your head to hammer a pin feels like lifting weights. The mental fog of the cold tries to make you careless. Good enough becomes a tempting thought. But good enough doesn't survive the winter. The builders have to push through the exhaustion to maintain their standards. You see them checking the level, checking the plumb. Gravity doesn't care that it's freezing. If a wall isn't straight, the roof won't fit.
We're still off on the left. I know, keep going. Keep pushing right there on the left side.
Okay, I've got it. It's tight. All right, nice and slow.
Watch the ice.
It's caught. We got a misalignment on this edge. Push it, push it. It's catching on the bottom. Ease up. All right, we're down. on that side. Get the bar under it. I've got it. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get. It's catching on the beam. All right, lift your side up a bit.
Watch the snow removal again. It never stops. It is the Sisyphean task of the North, but there is pride in it. A clean job site is a safe job site. The contrast of the fresh golden wood against the stark white snow is beautiful, in a harsh, industrial way. We are reaching the summit. Working at height adds a new layer of complexity. The wind is stronger up here. The surfaces are just as slippery, but now the fall is dangerous. Hoisting these final massive beams into place is the climax of the project. It requires trust. Trust in the crane operator, trust in the chains, and trust in the man standing on the other end of the wall. They communicate with hand signals and subtle nods. The cold makes shouting difficult. It hurts the throat. As the final pieces lock together, the shape of the home is undeniable. It stands as a defiant object against the white landscape. It is a shelter. A place where, soon, a fire will burn, and this deadly cold will be pushed back to the other side of the walls. Building a home at minus 30 degrees is not efficient. It is not easy. It is a testament to human stubbornness. It proves that with enough preparation, skill, and sheer force of will, we can carve out a life in the most hostile environments on the planet.
Okay, gently now, see if it holds. It's still uneven, but it seems stable enough.
From the first strike of the shovel into the frozen earth, to the final log settling into place, this has been a masterclass in resilience. The ice fought us, the wind fought us, and the cold tried to stop us. But the structure stands. Thank you for enduring the cold with us today. If you found this process satisfying, please like the video and subscribe for more feats of engineering and endurance. Stay warm, and we will see you on the next build.